Trying to get these guys to come into the house. They're wise. Very, very wise. And the stories throughout antiquity about them and their mysterious ways are fairly profound. Some of the hymns in the Vedas are dedicated to protecting against their particular influence. Is understood to be formidable, I guess is a good word. And sorting out truth from illusion is not an easy thing. Is not an easy thing to do. Understanding the nature of nature is an incredible challenge. And so shaman and other persons that work with the other realms, the animal realms, and the sort of cooperation that happens on that level is in an attempt, I mean, in its essence, to understand these finer mysteries. What means the world? And from your perspective, I don't know if you can see some of these little orb-like things that are floating around in the air. From my perspective, it looks very different. And I don't know if I'll be able to catch this. But from my perspective, there are these little dust particles that are floating around in the air. And they make up this phenomenon that is referred to in some of the sort of New Age communities as orbs. These little floating, round, sometimes iridescent balls. And clearly from a flash picture that's out of focus, these things reflect light in more of a circular way. You know, the size of the object is disproportionate with the light that it emits. And this is one of the most mysterious properties of light itself. And from my perspective on this, and this is something I've studied since I was a kid, since I was a child, I've always been curious, not as to why these little lights are visible, but why they move like they move and how they defy gravity. And so you have to consider, is there a sort of energy field? Is there a sort of dark magnetism that attracts and moves these types of things in our auras, in our surroundings? Are they actually responding to some sort of energetic form that we can't perceive, that's not visible to us because it's out of focus? And I don't mean to disappoint anyone from Rampa's school or one of the other New Age groups that interprets these orbs to be something supernatural. I think that there's a lot of stuff, unfortunately, that is overlooked when someone misses the truth about something. Just because someone doesn't have the right answer to everything doesn't mean that some of their work isn't necessarily even vital. And so I don't want to detract from these more spiritual schools that are interested in these more esoteric facts, these really truly pertinent facets of our world. I don't want to detract from that in my revelation that the orbs are actually something a little less, perhaps a little less mysterious than we have previously thought. But I think it's important that we accept the truth in situations like this and move on with a sort of better understanding of the world in which we're operating.
I know anna care koi anna hele hele yala